Yo, what's up, team? Your boy J3 is back in the building. I got two special guests for you guys today.
What up, y'all? It's the boy Savage Jackson, aka the one and only Icon. What it do?
What up, man? What's up? What's up?
Good, bro.
Welcome.
What's going on, bro?
Chilling.
Running Joe Genji, Cyborg PD in the building. Triple.
It's
good.
What's up, dog?
Man, enjoying the Saturday, man. Chilling.
That's what's up.
Yep.
We just left Johnny Rockets, and since we don't smoke, we ate burgers, and we feel like we've been smoking.
Yeah.
So we're a little bit on the ease mode right now, but
It's cool.
there is a Wu-Tang TV series or like Hulu special coming out about the Wu-Tang Clan story.
Finally.
Yes.
Finally.
About time.
And I'm like, yo, this is something very interesting. Years back when we did the Straight Outta Compton reactions and the review, I was talking to Ronan with that. If you guys know, you guys were there. I was like, yo, they really need to make a Wu-Tang story. I need to know about the Wu-Tang Clan, how they came together, the RZA, you know what I mean, ODB, you know what I'm saying, Method Man, Ghostface, Raekwon and stuff. I wanted to know about them, Inspector Deck, you know, I want to know about them. And obviously we're getting the Wu-Tang and American Saga.
Tight.
Now, you know the RZA is really big in anime and Japanese, because that saga speaks for itself.
Facts.
So, let's go ahead and watch this teaser trailer
Right.
and see if it's worth the time.
Yo, play that beat again, son.
I'm just trying to make music. If you want to make it in this world, then put in the work, okay? You listening to beats? You ain't listening to the whispers out in the streets.
Hey,
Cash moves everything around me. Green, get the money. Dollar, dollar,
man, I got chills, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
This looks cool, man. Not your traditional lookers, as far as like, you know, they're not spot on with this. They actors, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit. I want to see a real trailer, man, like the official trailer, yo.
Yes.
This is a nice introductory teaser, man. Getting the feel for everybody. You're gonna get that setting, that authenticity of New York, Queens, and things like that. Just that.
Staten Island.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy because you know, everybody in this group has a different outing, and then seeing them come together, they were all really into the same things. But then you're gonna see the crime, you're gonna see the passion, then you're gonna see the evolution of the music. So you're gonna see different formations of evolution between this group.
Right.
More brotherhood before the music comes into play, because that's gonna be kind of like a final factor. So they're gonna learn about them in their home. I think that's gonna be cool, man.
I mean, because the Wu-Tang story is epic in scope and scale. It's a lot that can be touched on. Obviously, you know, they gotta do the music. You have to play the music.
You gotta get the music.
You got to do that. But it's also the stuff that people might not know that you want to show. You gotta put that out there. It can't just be the gloss.
Got you.
You know, you gotta show the grit, and you gotta be real to the character. You can't be you can't do certain things that's untrue to the character, like, you know, how you had Straight Outta Compton, for example, how you had Dr. Dre woofing at Suge and Goons, like.
Well, that's different. That's an ego thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the RZA and I don't think not one person in the Wu-Tang will let them get away with bullshit.
Yeah.
If the RZA lie about some shit, Raekwon hit that nigga, hey man, you know damn well that shit didn't happen like that. You gotta fix that shit. You know, like
they are producers, so
yes.
they do have to
all of them are producers.
So
RZA,
the Jizza,
yeah.
Okay, tight.
Method Man too.
Yeah, so
Eric Alexander.
So you're looking at it like, yo,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're gonna. I have all respect for them telling the truth.
Most of them
I didn't know that.
Because I don't think the RZA and them ain't that type of person. That ego shit don't matter, man. It was a lot of ego.
This is a series.
Yeah.
So you can touch on a lot, like you said. It's not a movie.
It's just like, for instance, the New Edition story, right?
Yes.
They really did tell the truth. They didn't, and they honestly said, we didn't even show y'all all the fights we had. Because then the movie would have been 9 hours long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think we're gonna get the real deal of this group, the family, because most of them family.
Yeah, they're related.
So and seeing the island they grew up on, Staten Island, seeing how they grew up, and seeing the crime, the music, the drama. I think this is gonna bring a lot of passion to music. Wu-Tang is, bruh, it's like when you open the door for Wu-Tang, now I need me a Tribe Called Quest. Now I need me an Outcast. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
De La Soul.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I need these because they all came around the same time. And it shows a lot of passion of where music was then and where it is now. I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to see a Migos story.
Nah.
What is that?
Never.
What, you know, but these are fairy tales that came true.
Yeah.
These are artists who had no way out. Like it was set in stone to be a drug dealer, killer, dead.
And then these are guys that were, a lot of them were in that life and they figured out a way out.
And the talent was there. And this the beautiful part about it. They were all kids, low key.
Yeah, they all grew up around it. They
were young. Like I
they
think
all grew up connected. RZA was connected to all of them.
Well,
so,
what I'm saying is, as far as they were young, like they were kids, yo. Like they don't have artists like that no more. Like back when hip hop and stuff started, these guys were kids.
Yeah.
I think like you look at some of their ages, like these cats are like 46 now.
Yeah.
Like damn, nigga, you been around forever.
Yeah.
He's a freaking kid. Yeah. So and you seeing the transition of it, seeing old school New York, like you said, seeing the passion, seeing this RZA has this idea and how he brings it together. I think it's going to be very inspirational to someone like myself. Seeing him dealing with bullshit and still getting through it and becoming famous and wealthy and well off. Mm-hmm. And I'm psyched for this, man. This is a day one for me.
I noticed some in the little teaser that we got. I noticed the light that they shed on the RZA and things like that. They focused a lot on his knowledge as far as like kung fu movies. They showed him watching TV, watching the old Shaolin Wu-Tang, and they showed him playing chess. RZA's a big fan of playing chess and things like that.
Tight.
So I like the little detailed nuances, and it shows how his brain thinks versus how other artists think. Mm-hmm. Like he constantly is thinking about forward, not so much now, but the future, and where he wants to get. Yeah. And I think when you do those kind of things, it allows you to expand your mind.
And that's that chess. Yeah. Chess is always, you got to be 2 steps ahead of your opponent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like man, I agree. I like that RZA stuff that they did, especially the martial arts stuff, because you know that entire sound is.
Oh, they took clips from all those movies in there. Shaolin Shadowboxing.
36 Chambers, bro. Like
the greatest album of all time.
Yeah. So you got that part. I wonder if they're going to touch on the Prince Raheem stage of his career before he formed Wu-Tang.
I'll be honest.
Because remember he did that and it failed because they wanted him to be something he wasn't, and he went back and he pulled them. He said, "Yo, I got an idea." So I want to know if they're going to touch on that at all.
No, I think they're going to touch on it, man. I think RZA's going to touch on it. If it's a series, there's no reason. It depends if we get like 6, 7 episodes. Yeah. Then there's no reason really break it down. You get 2 hours episode, something like that, hour and 30 minutes.
It's gonna be episodic. It's definitely gonna feel like a film.
Yeah. So it come out with
this had to be a series. I think that was a smart move though.
Because we were talking about, it was like, man, it's gonna be hard to tell a story like that.
Too many characters, and then you want everybody to get time. They're very much involved. Versus NWA was a little different situation. Every Wu-Tang member played a part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't single-handedly like take screen time from him versus giving him.
But
they all got it.
But I agree and I disagree, because when you look at it, NWA, they all played a part, but all of them didn't become rich and famous.
Nope.
And by Hollywood standard, we want to know about Easy, we want to know about Dre,
it was his
and
movie.
we want to know about Q.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
a lot of that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Easy.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
so he was kind of the highlight. Cube was the back, but you know,
Cube
see
was
the
the
movie
backbone.
did it. Yeah, but the way the movie kind of orchestrated it was like, well, Easy's kind of the guy, and then everybody else kind of
Easy was
got
the
sidelined.
Easy
but
was
that's
the
what
financer.
But that's what hurts it, because you got DJ Yella,
right?
And
he got sidelined
he was a dancer in the back, and you know what I'm saying. But they still had a part. It's like if they did a Digital Underground movie. You know what I'm saying? And because Tupac joined the group, because he wasn't original, but he joined the group, they're gonna make it all about Pac.
Gotcha.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's what I don't want.
You know what I'm saying? So I think RZA is going to break down this group.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a taste of Wu-Tang like you never got before. You're gonna hear these rhymes, man. I can't wait to hear how old boy sound as Ghostface, because Ghostface got a unique sound, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He sounds small, but he's so big.
He has like a villainous voice.
Yeah, like he's
like a mastermind.
If he was a villain, He'll sound like that.
Yeah.
Life's like a game of chess. You
Yeah.
must think first before you move. No.
Also,
Shadow boxing.
also, I want to see the tension between the group when they first formed.
Oh man, it's gonna be a lot of that shit.
Not all of them got along when they first formed. They was all in. It was low key. Some of them were enemies when they
Like
first
mentality
formed.
though, and then
So like they had common connections, but you know one of them was a dope boy, one of them was a stick up kid. You had stuff where they encountered each other before because they from the same neighborhood, but low key some of them could have almost killed each other prior to that. So I want to see if there was any tension at that stage during the making of the first album or what that was like.
I believe it was.
I think that's what it's gonna go to. I think they're gonna go to their first album and they're gonna they might show like a little niggas grew up and all that shit like that. I hate the fact that ODB's not here.
Yeah.
And because I'm an ODB fan, I love his sound, I love his delivery. But you know what I'm saying, seeing this man, I think we're gonna have respect for those that don't get the acknowledgement like the rest of them. I mean, there's no, not many people can be the MATHOD man. You know what I'm saying? Not many people can be Method, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got the RZA. The RZA made his own name. Producer, rapper, actor, director.
Bobby
you know what I'm saying?
Digital.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was doing his own thing.
With Hollywood scores.
And then, Method Man did his own thing. Movie actor,
Open the door.
doing his own thing. And then you got Ghostface, a word murderer, bruh. Raekwon, killer.
I think he saw with putting the Wu-Tang together. I think he saw that he could tell stories in films too, because he was kind of doing that with this group. You know what I'm saying? Then he's I like martial arts. Let me try and write and direct, so get involved with other people that are in that world. And then teamed up with Quentin Tarantino, did the Kill Bill score for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Went off and did Man with the Iron Fist. Took what he learned from this and put it into a cinematic platform versus doing music, but still treating it like a movie.
Well, that's where I was telling you earlier.
Yeah.
Music and movies go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, because he grew up watching movies and he's a music dude. Yeah. But he went and said, you know what? I want to do scores. Yeah. I want to do
He's celebrating
this.
what he's involved. He's celebrating what he's passionate about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna celebrate kung fu movies, and they use lyrics as weapons. I love that.
I believe
that's like how we do fists. They use it as weapons. So
I believe this is going to be played out so well because I've been watching the platform of groups in movies lately, and New Edition set the bar for that. Everybody got their shine. Yeah, Bobby Brown went solo and did his own thing, but he still got just as much shine as Ricky Bell and
Ronnie
DeVoe, Michael Bivins. They all got and Johnny Gill and Ralph Tresvant. They all got their shine.
Yeah.
We all knew something about them at the end of the movie that made them special and unique. They did the same thing with Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah. We understood the group. We understood Freddie wasn't everything in the group. He was everything, but he wasn't everything in the group. The group also did a lot for him too, as well as letting him join their group. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I think the RZA's gonna do that. I think we're gonna have a new like for members that we didn't think we liked.
Yeah.
Because it's I hate to say it, but it's a lot of people, a lot of them that get thought of as afterthoughts. Like not everybody know who You Got is or Inspector Deck.
Dave Chappelle do.
Yeah, he's a big Wu-Tang fan. But you talk about because like especially today where you have the new school, and no disrespect to him, but if you tell them Method Man was a rapper, they look at you like some of them look at you like you crazy. They see him as an actor. It's you see it,
and stuff now.
You see it a lot, but you like no, Meth got bars, and
Method's a murderer, bro.
Yeah, like so it's that, and I'm gonna look forward to the reaction after the fact, after the show comes out, and it's almost gonna feel. I look forward to those conversations with those youngsters and be like, yo, what do you think? Ooh.
I just hope the ego of New York isn't big in this, where we get to see a bootleg Busta, or not saying Busta has an ego or anything, but Hollywood does that thing where they're like, yo, they won't let you use the rights to show their face. I want to see a Jay, just Nas walk by, you know what I'm saying? I know they encountered each other, like that shit would be hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything just wasn't on Staten Island, you know what I mean? Everything, they had to leave that island and go somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? So I think I would like to see that.
There's also
like, oh shit, is that a bootleg J? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's tight.
And this is just like their 20th
Biggie
anniversary for being around.
Because and then it was they were in that era, that Stretch and Papito era too. So remember they mobbed up to that college radio station, as a whole unit mobbed up in there. It was like because that was the first time their record got spun. So and they was invited. They heard they was invited and they was there within an hour. So like Wu-Tang is special as far as rap groups are concerned. I mean, this is the one group where they did an album and every single, not even just the one, but the first one, every single person on that album spun off, got a solo deal on a different label, and got banged. This is the only one.
Right.
Everybody had their own identity, and then they had their identity as a unit. It was really cool, man. You can see like the whole different culture as far as like what they kind of brought to the table as far as like, oh, I'm gonna do it this way or I'm gonna rap this way. Everybody had their own identity versus like today, like everyone kind of sounds so similar. Wu-Tang, like everybody had their own identity. And I think it's kind of cool that this is coming out because this is around their 20th anniversary now.
Yeah.
The first album came out like 93, Enter the 36 Chamber. I was like 9 when that. I remember hearing that for the first time, just thinking like you can bring in Kung Fu and just bring in that with
Flip
hip
that shit
hop.
around, yeah.
And when I think about when Wu-Tang Clan was coming out, there was a lot of fusion and a lot of hybrid crossover things. Like gangster rap was fusing with like alternative, metal, rock and roll. That was that 90s period where rap was fusing with other genres, and it was fire. Like you had Rage Against the Machine, you had Ice-T's Body Count, which is still around. So you saw the impact that gangster rap had. They were jumping into other things, and I think Wu-Tang kind of opened that door as far as like fusion.
I'm gonna be honest. Back then I had no clue about Wu-Tang Clan. I knew about Method Man because he was on that track with Biggie on Ready to Die. That's how I knew about him. And I thought Met was a solo artist, but because remember we was in the middle of the East Coast West Coast thing, right? East Coast artists didn't really get no play out here, and
radio was much different then.
Yeah, radio was.
It
much
wasn't
different.
that censored.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, radio was different, but
completely-
and each territory had their own artists that they were trying to push, but like you only got played in another area if you were huge. You feel me? So But once I did hear Wu-Tang, and I was introduced to Wu-Tang, I still got the cassette. It was mind blowing. It was like, fuck, these dudes are fire.
I got introduced to Wu-Tang from this white kid in the 6th grade. Like, bro, you ever listen to Wu-Tang? I'm like, who? He's like, Wu-Tang, man, they're dope, man. I listen to Wu-Tang. White kid put me on game.
That's crazy, bro.
Right? You know what I mean? Because we in LA, so you know you got Snoop Dogg, Pac, and all that shit. That's really basically what you listen to.
Yeah.
Old school rap, you listen to that. They always play old school rap, but at the time, you know, 93 from between 93 and 96, that's a 3-year gap. 97, I'm like 7th grade or some shit like that, 6th grade. So I got introduced to a white kid, told me put me on game about that, and the rest is history. Because once I listened to Wu-Tang, then DMX, then Jay. I already listened to Buster. I already listened to Tribe. But it was like, okay, you was getting more and more of that. That's how, you know.
Yeah.
So you got introduced to it through school, and then you saw it.
It was.
That's what school was tight.
Yeah. So from Meth, I discovered on my own from Ready to Die, cause and cause I heard Big on the radio, and
Biggie.
I heard Big on the radio, and the guy who lived across the street from me used to sell cassettes. So I was up in his basement going through cassettes, and he put me on. He was like, yo, if you like that track, Method Man, you like Method Man on that track, listen to this. And he just gave me the cassette. Like that's how I got a lot of my music library back then was given to me by old heads that were just putting me on. Like, yo, check this out, blah 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 blah. Slick Rick, he would pass me a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. And that's how I grew with music, bro.
I think my first introduction to them was when they performed live on Arsenio Hall as a group. First time I seen him, I thought that was pretty cool.
You up that late, man. You're a kid.
Oh, I broke the rules, man.
Okay.
I broke the rules. And Arsenio was the dude.
Lucky.
Man. That was like Jay Leno, man. Arsenio was tight, man. He put a lot of blacks on. Like, put them on, promoted them, gave them free press, man. They got exposure. They were just hot. They were just coming out. You know what I'm saying? It was cool, man.
And that's why.
And, I was up watching movies and stuff, so I was kind of like the rule breaker, man. To see that, I was like, whoa, who are these guys?
Tight.
It was different, man, and I never looked back. Then I think the first cassette I ever bought, I think we were on our way to Sunday church one time. We remember the swap meet that used to be by the Crenshaw Mall?
Yeah.
Right across?
Yeah.
Man, I remember. I think it was like Mac 10. That was like the first tape I bought. It was crazy.
Mac 10.
Yeah.
Mac 10.
On the
to
Sunday,
the
my mom was like,
rest,
"What is this? You supposed to be getting socks for Sunday service?" I remember. This is it, bro.
Mac 10.
And that was kind of like me, the gateway getting into that.
Yeah,
Never look back, man.
Nice. What about you? First rap album.
The first one I ever purchased was actually Tupacalypse Now. I spent my own money on. It was still a cassette, but it was the one I had ice cream money left over. I was in there,
Got it.
and you remember ice cream truck? They give you money for that, so I had some left over, and I was in there, and he gave it to me for 50 cents. Like I was like, cool, and that's what it was, man. The neighborhood had love for me like back then, bro. They had love for everybody on the block, but yeah, Tupacalypse Now is the first music piece that I ever purchased with my own money. Damn, I missed that cassette.
Yeah, my album was Ice Cube, Lethal Injection.
Oh,
Ooh,
That was my first rap cassette, first rap album.
Jericho killed.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first one I bought. Hit You With the Bob Gun. With George Clinton and shit. Yeah, shit hit, man. Shit still hit. But that was my first rap album that I purchased. Now I had records before. Like I had The Boys. You guys, if you gotta be old. But The Boys was a little black group of boy singers. Like they had that. I had my Bobby Browns and shit. My Ghostbusters. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you because I had the library built by then too. So I had Tupac.
Simpson Sings the Blues.
Yeah,
I had all that shit.
I remember that.
I still listen to that album to this day, bro. Do the Bartman. That's
Yo,
my shit, man.
still got the cassette. I think I had the CD for it.
I got it.
funny.
It's somewhere over there.
Oh man.
Do the Bartman.
Then
Everybody, you know Michael Jackson wrote that shit?
Yes.
For real?
Yup.
Tight.
Right?
Yo.
Mike Tight, bro.
Man,
But
I love Springfield. I
then-
just love it.
Bro, they did them dirty, but this ain't about Mike. It's about Wu-Tang. Go ahead, G.
and then I still had vinyls too back then. Remember, people were still selling vinyls. Cassettes were new, so we still, you had the cassettes, but I still had the record player, and I forgot what kind of. It was like a toy record player, but it still played the music, which was
Vinyl was a big thing, man. It's like, I think people still like searching for them and going out there. I think it sounds better. It has a better.
The first
sound.
time you listen to it, always sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds way better.
Yeah.
But then it starts to get.
It starts to degrade.
Yeah, because the
scratches,
needle scratches it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was I had a lot of stuff, bro. Like I lost a lot of the stuff in transitions when I moved, but I had Tupac's first stuff. I had Slick Rick. I had a Public Enemy tape. I had Luke. I had Snoop. I had a mix
Luke, man.
of
You
stuff.
too young to be listening to this nigga,
Man.
man. Too Live Crew, man. Bad parenting. No, I'm just joking.
Bro, let me ask you, like, do you think it's like an honor and like rewarding to like collect music now versus then, where it was like material and you actually invested and discovered it versus like going digital now? Or
It's
do we
not
take
the
it for
same.
granted?
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's
man.
like there's nothing quite like digging through a crate and trying to find something, right?
I agree with that.
Because when you're digging through a crate, because internet, yeah, you type something in and it's there, pop. But
Right.
when you're digging through a crate, when you find something, it's like finding a piece of treasure.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like you just unburied this piece that everybody overlooked.
And that's what I was getting at. When you discover something, it means something because like you found it. No one told you about it.
Too much music in your hand nowadays is bad because it takes away the
discovery.
but
hunt.
it takes away the being different.
Yeah.
People had different rap albums, different R&B, pop, rock, whatever you listen to, and it was a cool thing because you could be able to trade albums.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like, yo, bro, and let me pass it over here and listen to that shit today. You can't do that no more. Everybody listens to the same thing. Same mixtape drop, we all got it. I used to like having different mixtapes that someone that didn't ever have.
Yeah.
And I can be like, yo, let me burn that shit, put that on my computer, and then I'll let you burn mine, and then we can flip, mixtapes.
Straight off, sure.
You know what I'm saying? But now everybody got it.
The industry changed to where everybody sounds the same, and I hate to say it,
Yeah.
but it's true. Like you look at me and you say I'm old or whatever, but there was a point in time where if you sounded like somebody else, it was a violation. You didn't bite off of somebody else's style.
Mm-hmm.
Like Twista, Bone Thugs, they had a huge blow up of that because he was like, y'all niggas bit off my style. You sound like me. Like it was like unheard of. You don't do it. it caused fights, it caused violence, and niggas today is soft, and you bite off of somebody and nobody calls you out for it.
Well, yeah. Well, that's just the way the marketing is, because people bite off people every day. But as far as this Wu-Tang and American Saga comes out September 4th, that is a day one for me. It says series premiere, so I guess it's going to be episode after week, every week. I'm straight solid for this one. I can't wait to watch it. Can't wait to see the acting. I hope the acting is better than average.
Yeah.
I hope it is. I hope it's, good acting, because New Edition had good acting. I don't want fake rapping. No. Where they're trying to play the records of them and they're just lip singing. Yeah. I don't want that.
Do the real performance.
I want the real performance.
Oh yeah, great.
I want you to be the character.
Yeah.
Method Man's already looked light skinned Puerto Rican. I don't know what it is, but the guy got Method Man's role. So maybe he got darker in his career. I don't know, but this motherfucker's light skinned, and now I'm gonna be looking at you because Method Man is one of my favorites. So I'm looking at you now, and I want to see what you're gonna bring to the table as Method Man. But at the same time, I think I'm gonna end up liking other members by just knowing their background and their struggle, and I hope this show is actually good. I hope everybody goes out, check out Hulu, check this series out, because this series ends up being successful. We're gonna get more hip hop stories, like a Kid and Play story might be kind of nice, right? That'd be fun. I'd be like, yo, what's up, man? Let's get it.
That's kind of how it starts. Like every introduction to subgenres is always an experiment.
Yeah.
Look, this is like a test of water kind of situation, and if it does succeed, I agree, you will get more type of hip hop universe drama shows telling backstories like biopics. Because it's unheard of.
Freaking Heavy D and shit.
Heavy D.
Heavy D and
you said Outkast earlier, but I'm gonna do you one better, man. I don't want just Outkast. Give me the entire Dungeon family. Give me that.
The Dungeon family.
Give me the entire Dungeon family and how they did it. And
who do you gonna get to play CeeLo?
We can have that discussion another time. Give me Dungeon family.
CeeLo look like a black Buddha.
Roly-poly with it.
I remember when. Oh, fuck. Killing me, man. Hey, remember he was on American Dad?
Yeah.
Nobody has to know. You know you want to. No reason to hide. That fool, hey. That fool CeeLo Green is funny. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I can't wait to watch this Wu-Tang American Saga. Day one for me, September 4th. If it's worth the time, if it's actually good, expect a review from J3 and maybe some of the Justice League member if they down for it. I like to thank my boy C. Smith for coming in the building, and my boy Ron Joe Genji for coming in the building also. This was fun. If you're new to the channel, push the subscribe button, thumbs this video up, don't forget to share Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm J3.
Savage Jackson.
I'm Joe Genji, Cyborgpedia.
We out.